Welcome back to Last Cast. What we're going to do today in this episode is I'm going to fish this smaller river. I've been wanting to fish it for a few years now, but never got around to doing it. And water's usually up at bank at this time of year, but because it's down, we haven't had much rain this year, I'm going to give it a go. It's still flowing fast here, so I'm going to have to put a bigger weight on. I've got a big gripper weight on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably fish here about an hour, maybe 2 hours. Then I'm going to move down to the corner and see if I can find any deep spots. I think all the fish, if there's any here, I think they'll be in the deeper water, but it's quite deep here. It's probably, for this river, it's probably 4 foot. So I'm going to get one in here. I'm just going to use roach today and smelt maybe. I'll try roach first, that seems to be working this year. Nice pack of fresh roach. Get one of these on. There's plenty of roach in this river, so the pike will be owned into them. I'm just going to fish. There's plenty of snags and all. You've got to be really careful. You can actually see the snags, so it's a good thing. The ones what I can see anyhow. There might be some deeper. If I start getting snagged up, I'm probably going to have to move. I've got the 80-pound braid on, so if I do get a snag, I've got a good chance of straightening the hooks out. Roach is always pointed down. 80-pound braid, like I said, running rig. Basics really. Slider float with stop on. And I'm going to see if I can hold bottom. I've tested it, and it held bottom without the fish on. I'll get it in there, give it time to defrost, and I'll get some oil in. I'm going to put that one there. As you can see, it's dragging under already. And this is one way you got to really watch them, you know, for bite indication. Put the bait runners on. You get them eddies. Sometimes you think they're eddies and sometimes they're pike, so you don't want a deep hook pike. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to keep a proper eye on it. And I'm just looking to see where I can get the other one. I think it'll be out of camera shot. There's a slack bit there. Might try that, or just down here. Just got to be aware of the big branch. I'll let that settle down. If it stops like that, I should be okay. I'll get this other rod set up. There are pike in here because we've caught them further down. Well, I'm not sure if there's any in this bit. I think Brent been up here with low rods and he's caught one or two. I'm not sure where one. Just keep an eye on it. Sometimes you get the fish in the first cast. Well, I get another big gripper weight on that. I think it calms down a bit further down, so if I move, it's a bit of a tricky one to move on. The pegs aren't too good and the terrain's bad. And my plans when I was thinking last night, well, we'll go move up and down the banking, because I've never been here. I just wasn't sure how rough it was, when I've looked now and walked up it. It's pretty rough, to be honest. Well, what? Probably might get 2 or 3 pegs done. I'm sure there'll be some here. It looks very pikey. I don't think there'll be any monsters in here. It's quite deep there. But I have to get a bit of depth on that. And if you can, always try to do this before you get your hooks on, or do it without a fish on it, just in case you do get snagged up. And what I'll do is I'll drag it across the bottom, see if there's any snags there. Can't feel anything, feels a bit silty. It might be good to do a paternoster rig on here, so the fish is moving in the water. I might have a go later on if I don't get any joy on the bottom. I'm happy with that. Get another roach and get a nice tray about the right size for that. sure if there's any in the area because it's so small. I must get the oil in. We'll come and have a nose there. There could be a surprise in here, you never know. I've never fished it, so it's always a learning curve. Right, get a roach on. I don't know if you saw the float then, but that was the water. Can't take my eye off it today, I don't think. Not on this peg anyhow. And it looks so sharp anyhow, just holding my finger. It was a nice roach. Get in the back tail. And the problem with roaches, they start to break up easy. Smelt seem to last a bit longer on the hook. I'm sure they'll take smelt. We've got some nice smelt in the thing backups. I'll do is I'll move the rod rest down here a bit. I'll get that up. Been about half an hour now. No sign of any fish. Get some oil in. And looking at it now, the next peg down looks better. But I'll give it a go here. And put the oil in and put it on the ground because I've been told off a few times about doing it up in the air. Don't stab your hand then. I'll get these back in. I'll get them both oiled up. I'm going to give it an hour. Probably an hour and a half in each peg. I'll work my way back down to the car. A bit in there. It's funny how your confidence goes. The water's much calmer down there. It's very snaggy by the looks of it, but if there's going to be any pike, they're going to be down there. And I can see a few fish topping, like dace or something. Get some smell in the water, and they might come up. Salmon oil today. Like I say, I'll get this in. I don't want to be bringing it in and out too much with it being snaggy. I'm probably going to leave this in now until I move. A bit deeper down there. I say the bite detection is going to be difficult to say. You get used to, after a few years doing it, you know what a bite is. I do fancy it a bit further down though. Need to get some trees opposite me. I'll give it a go. It's the mission today now, just to catch one on this river. Or this stretch. I've been here about an hour and a half now, just nothing's happened at all. If they are pike here, they're not feeding, so I'm going to move down to the next peg because there is plenty of fish topping down there. It's a bit calmer, and I can see a few fish topping, so they might be just there. Might be a bit fast here from them, so they're in the slacks. So I'm going to wind these in, move all the gear down and try that one, and just keep moving till I find some pike that's hungry. Don't mean to say there's none here. It's just that there's none here what are feeding at the moment. And if you watched the last video, I think it took 3 hours to get a bite. One's just took it on way in. Can you believe that? And you look at that, it whacked it on the way in, ripped it off. Must have been sat there looking at it. And that's what's left of my roach, a fin. Unbelievable that. But it just shows it's been sat there until I moved it. And what I'll do is, I'll get another bait on. Now it's eating that one for free. Might take another one. And a bit of a change of plan now. It might be worth popping one up off the bottom. So, all them times you think there's no there, like I did, and there was. And it's typical that it nicked the bait. I think it were watching it, unless it were in the deeper water here. Looks like I'm stopping here a bit longer now. But I'm definitely going to move down to the other peg. I don't think it was massive. That fish has probably filled it up. And it's just, I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. I didn't even feel it on it, just whacked it off. It was never hooked. Right, I'm going to bring these 2 rods in now and move down to that peg. After that one's taken it and I've lost a bait on the bottom, I've had no indication of anything there. I'm going to bring the rods in and take the gear to the next peg. It's only a few yards away. Well, what I'll do is put the baits here. If you're ever on the canal and stuff, or where there's a lot of dogs, walkers, don't leave your baits out or the dogs will have them. And there's no one here at the moment, so I'll keep them there. I'm only going to the next peg. I'll take the nets and stuff and then take the rods last. Have a look at the peg. It don't look quite as good as it did from up to the bank. So I'll try it. I'm just going to drop this one in now. Just going to put it in close in. There's a big snag there, I've got to be really careful. I think I'm going to struggle today with very snaggy up here. I don't know if you could see that then, the pike just swirled right in the edge. Now that or an otter. It wasn't a bad size. Right, on for another move. Right, as you can see, I've moved down to the main river now. It's a bit of a opposite video to the last one. I've probably walked about a mile and a half. I'm not moving again now. Just getting a bit desperate. The water's so shallow up there, you know, this time of year normally it's up here, this water. But it's a bit deeper here, it's about 6 foot at the edge and goes out to 12 foot. And there's more pike in here. If they're going to feed is another matter. It's very bright now. I don't think I'll catch anything till probably the last hour, the witching hour as they call it. I've probably been better off coming down here first thing. But I just wanted to try a new spot. Been hard going the last few weeks. Need a couple of fish to get my mojo back. Yeah, I think I'm getting a bit of activity on one of them. Could have been the wind and might be seeing things. Yeah, it's gone. And the smell. It could be just the wind. It's a strange bite. I haven't got a strike on it. Yeah, it's on. Didn't want to take it. Don't feel, it's only a little jack, that's why. I get trouble getting it in, it's so small, but at least it's a fish. And keep it away from this snag what I told you about last time in the video, the big. I can see the bait in its mouth, so it still hasn't taken it right down. See the hooks, it's a good thing. And it's micro, it's in the net, it's a fish. Let's get the mat. Right, I'll just get out to show you. It's only small. Well, it's a fish. I didn't think I was going to catch anything today and walked about 5 miles. And the hooks will come out in the net. So it shows that I'm messing about with it for a while. And it didn't really touch it. Lost my lead though. Right, get these hooks to one side. Don't need my forceps. It's only a micro pike, a welcome one, and it's absolutely freezing cold. And I think that's the problem. I think it's because it's gone cold. Just put the fish off a bit. Once I get used to that, we should be okay. A bit of time to recover. I just put that small pipe back and move the camera around so I get a better view of the bite, see if I get another one. I've got a couple of hours left now, but the bite, it was something I know, I wasn't even sure if it was on. It was just nudging the bait. And I think it would probably just sat with it in its mouth on the bottom. I've had that before when it's really cold. And the water is absolutely freezing. You know, we've had a bit of rain and that cold rain gone in, it's probably knocked the fish back a little bit. But they are feeding. They were feeding up further up this morning, but I just couldn't get them on dead bait up there. I think it's just a waiting game now. It was about maybe a pound and a half that pike, but I can tell you now, when you had a fish for a while, you know, I think it's 3 or 2 blanks in a row, any fish will do. So you always come to somewhere where you know you can catch, and it's a vast It's a vast river this, and you know, odds are you're not catching the same fish. If you go on the canals and stuff, same spots, you probably catch the same fish. Or if you go on rivers, you know, with weirs underneath them, the same fish are probably in there, but this is so big, this river, you're not catching the same fish. Or the odds against it are pretty slim. I'll see if I can get another one out. It was a bit further out, that one. Might recast it in a bit. I'll just see if we can get another. No, it's touched the roach yet. That one this morning took it on the way in. Because I wasn't expecting it, I didn't strike. Thought it was a snag at first. So, into that witching hour now. I'm witching 2 hours. So I've probably got 2 hours left. So I've got a chance for another one. And just see if I can get a bigger one out. Just getting a bite on that other now, I think. I thought it was the wind at first, no, it's gone. I just had brought that one in. Strike on it. Feels a better fish, this. Feels a bit bigger. I haven't seen it yet. You have to keep it away from that snag. I just brought my other rod in. It's a pike. It's a bit bigger, not much bigger. Well, it is a lot bigger, to be honest. A nice river pike. There's a snag down here. I'll try to keep it away from that. And it's just jumped right over the snag. And you can see how active they are still, but the water's freezing. You can see it pulling the line out. It's not that big, the fish, but there's some power in it. It's a nicer fish. It's in the net. Yeah, I just saw it, just as we're bringing the other out. So the fish are going on the feed now. I'll move the camera. Some nicer fish, a nice colours on it. And a bit crazy in the net, as they always do. Very thin and lean, this one. Wanting to get back in. This is where the hooks are. Not happy bunny. That one was just in the top of its stomach. It's just got me on the hand again. Pike's revenge. Making a bit of an ash of this. That's the first time I've ever been bit by a pike. It was a nice thin one, it was right in the top of its stomach. And I struck straight away. It smashed my hand. Make sure that's got caught around it. And that blood coming off it, it's not the pike. It's actually me. I don't know if you saw it on the camera then, when it flaked. Caught my fingers. To watch what I'm doing in future. It jumped up and just went round and caught me on the hand. That's what you get in pike fishing. But it was close call, that one. Right, I've got the baits back out. I recast my roach out and it came off a bit, and when I wound it in, another pike took it. So there's some in the area now that we'll have to keep an eye on them, because it was quite close to its stomach. It was just in the top. Another inch and it had been in its stomach. I'm not sure how long the bite went, because I was getting that rod out. So I'm not sure if I missed a bit of the bite. And it's hard to tell with the wind, but it actually flicked up, so the pike on the film with the blood coming out of it is mine, not the pike's. I had a look inside, it looked okay. But it was so active, jumping about on the bank. When it jumped up, flipped over and it bit me, and that's the first time I've ever been bit by a pike. I've had a pike rash before, you know, with the gill rakers, but I've never had one with the teeth. I've gone quite deep. But it's not for the faint-hearted pike fishing at times. But you see, you know, you're putting hooks in their mouth, they've got the right to probably bite you now and again. So I'll have to keep a proper eye on them. There's definitely a few fish moving into the area. Well, that's it from last cast. Been a bit of a frustrating day. I started off on the smaller river further up, and there were pike there. If I'd have stuck it out, I may have caught some. But the last few times I've been out, you know, I've been struggling to catch. You're getting odd bites. So I thought I'd come back down to this spot where I know I can catch. But I wasn't even sure I'd catch here. But I caught two fish. One was a small one was, you know, probably about 7 or 8 pound. It was very thin, so it might have been a bit less than that. But it's been frustrating, and got my mojo back a bit now. I just needed to catch some fish. And, you know, sometimes you just got to go back to the same place, and I've probably never caught them fish before. Like I said earlier, it's a big area, this. It's not like a canal. You know, the fish are moving about all the time, so you're not catching the same fish. So it's been interesting. I got bit for the first time by a pike as well, so probably my own fault, you know, for not holding it right. But anyhow, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.